Hi everyone, my name is Ida, and today we're gonna do an oil painting of a simple landscape. And for this painting we're gonna need a canvas. The canvas that I'm using is 8 by 10, just a regular canvas. And also the brushes that I'm gonna be using, this one is a flat brush, number 11. This is just to cover, like the sky and big portion of the painting. And this is called Filbert brush. Filbert brush is the same as flat brush, only the sides are kind of curved in a round shape, and this is excellent for landscape paintings. And also this one is a round brush, number 2. This is for detail painting, detail areas. And the Filbert brush is number 6. I don't know if I already mentioned, but the flat brush is number 11. And also we're gonna be using palette knives to mix the colors, and sometimes to just kind of paint with palette knives too. And the oil paints that I'm using, this is called titanium white, yellow ochre. Let me show you guys the tubes. So this is titanium white, cadmium yellow, cadmium yellow. This is kind of earth green, that's what it's called, and olive green, yellow ochre, and raw sienna, and also ultramarine blue. So these are the paints that I'm going to be using. And also to kind of make the paints a little thinner and also wash my brushes, I'm using this mineral called Gamsol. It's made by Gamblin. This is odorless, so that's what I've been using. And I don't use as much, just a little to clean up my brushes. So to start up with the painting, I'm just gonna do a quick sketch, and for that one I'm just gonna start creating my horizon line. I'm just gonna do a simple landscape with a couple of trees, and maybe just a little water here to show a little water here, and a little walkway here. And that's all I need. That's all the sketching that I need. So to mix up the color of the sky, I'm gonna go ahead first with white, and then mix blue, okay. After I'm done mixing, I just like to add a little of each color, just kind of on the side. And then get the biggest brush, dip it in this mineral. I don't want it to be too watery, so I'm just gonna make sure that the canvas is a little just cover the canvas with a little mineral, and then get the paint and start painting. So I'm just gonna start right from the palette, the white color, and add a little white color to the canvas. So as I get closer to the horizon line, I'm gonna make it a little lighter, just like that. I don't wanna overwork the sky, just a little indication of sky and like the blue color and clouds and etc. So I think this is enough. So now I'm gonna leave this brush because I don't think I'm gonna be using it again. And then I'm gonna go ahead and use this one, but okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and mix up olive green with a little titanium white. And I'm gonna bring a little yellow ochre on the side. Sometimes it's better not to mix all the colors to get one tone, so this way you have different tones when you start putting them on the canvas. And this time I'm gonna go ahead and just with strokes like that. And since this is closer to the horizon line, I'm gonna make it a little lighter and use it a little blue color, just like that. This is a very quick painting. It's called wet in wet. That means we're not waiting for the first layer to dry out to apply the second layer. So this is a completely different and simple painting technique, and you can just do this painting in one sitting. Okay, just like that. So this is basically the underpainting. I'm just gonna start putting yellow a little here. And then make it a little darker on these areas. So try to be consistent with brush strokes and go with the movement of the landscape. So this is kind of a hillside, so you just want to bring your brush stroke like that. Okay. And it's really nice, to not smooth out and blend some of the brush strokes, because they kind of create beautiful effect. And I'm just gonna put the yellow ochre here. I'm gonna clean up my brush. And then maybe add a little white here. Make it a little darker blue. Kind of create the water effect color. Like that in the background. Okay. And then I'm just gonna bring a little white. Kind of go over the horizon line again to separate these two areas, just like that. Okay. Now I'm gonna use a little white and yellow. to bring light in this area. And at this point you can even use the palette knife. Just put all these colors together, and with the edge of the palette knife just kind of very, very gently go over the canvas. You don't want to press it down, just very gently just applying the colors. And with palette knife you can just create, you know, like beautiful effects. Okay. I'm just putting all the colors together and then going over the canvas just like that. Especially when you're doing that, it kind of creates the dry brush stroke effect. Just like that. Okay. And then I'm gonna use a little raw sienna. Okay. To create trees, I'm gonna start with dark color. So olive green, that's what I'm using. And I'm gonna start from here, right here. Start dapping, just like that. Maybe one tree here. I'm gonna mix yellow with yellow ochre and with a little green to create the highlights. And at this time I'm gonna start using my round brush. Just create some shadows. Especially at these areas because it's usually darker. And raw sienna with a little yellow ochre. Maybe a little green, too much green, so I'm just gonna mix them together just in some areas. Just an indication of tree trunks. We don't want to paint the trunks, so just an indication. Very simple painting. Creating a little shadows underneath the trees. If you want, you can just put some distant trees or shrubs, just like that. Maybe just a little darker in these areas. You can get the yellow. Just create some highlights. Just like that. I'm gonna use a little blue because these are distant, so okay. So I think this is done. I'm not gonna overdo it because this is a very simple painting of a landscape with a couple of trees. I just wanted to show you the oil painting, you know, like the technique. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channels. Until next time, thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.